All right. Now let us do this question. This is a linear differential equation. Again, notice that we just need to solve the initial value problem, but we are not required to find the domain of the solution. Okay, so let me solve the initial value problem. This is a linear equation, so which means that the first step is to find the integrating factor. So the integrating factor is going to be the exponential function of the antiderivative of the coefficient at y, so which is 2 over t dt. Now this is e to the power, the antiderivative of 1 over t is ln t, so it's 2 ln t. So notice that since the initial value of t is positive, ln, strictly speaking, I should have used ln of absolute value of t, but then I replaced it with ln t because I know that t is positive. Okay, so e to the power 2 ln t is what? Is e to the power ln t times 2, which is e to the power ln t squared, and e to the power ln t is just t, so this is t squared. Right, so the integrating factor is t squared. So now let us multiply this by t squared. So according to the theory, the left-hand side becomes the product of t squared y and the derivative of that product. And then now we need to multiply the right-hand side by t squared. So this is t squared e to the minus t cube. Okay, so now we've got to do integration. So t squared y is going to be the antiderivative of t squared e to the minus t cube dt. Now this is, you can do it by the u substitution. It's a very simple integral, is just e to the minus t cube with some coefficient. So now imagine that if you differentiate e to the minus t cube, you're going to get minus 3t squared, and you've only got 1t squared. So in order to cancel this minus 3, I'm going to multiply by minus 1/3. So now this is correct. So plus constant. Now I'm going to solve for y. So y is going to be equal to minus 1 over 3 t squared times e to the minus t cube plus constant over t squared. I don't think that you can simplify it. So let me use the initial condition. So the initial condition, the initial value of t is 1 and the initial value of y is 0. So 0 equals minus 1/3. The initial value of t is 1. So e to the minus 1 plus c is going to be 0. So which means that my constant is 1 over 3e. So I guess that's it. So, and my y is going to be minus 1 over 3 t squared e to the minus t cube plus 1 over 3 e times t squared. Well, that's the answer.